So the next thing I need to tackle is a question for other car audio shops and communities and the techs out there, and I'm going to be posting this in the Metro community forum. But I have a customer with a 2005 Mercedes-Benz SL500 with the Bose system. Customer wants to do a radio replacement. I was able to find a dash kit and everything, and then someone pointed me to a unit from Nav TV that allows you to basically use the RCAs off of the aftermarket radio and converts it to fiber so that they can retain. They lose fade and balance, I believe, but the customer is already aware of that. But here is my question. So the unit that I was shown is from a company called Nav TV. Let me see if I can pull it up. Nav TV. Bear with me 1 second. So this is So Nav TV pulls up a unit called a Most HUR MB-S. It's a radio replacement interface for Mercedes-Benz equipped with an external fiber optic amplifier. That product is $650 for that product. Someone also showed me basically the same product from Amazon for only $110. So here's my question to the techs out there. Which one do I get? I understand that if I get it from Nav TV, I've got tech support, I have any type of basically support, warranty support, and I know the product is definitely validated from a validated company that I've worked with before. However, that is $650 that the customer has to put towards an interface, where that money could be put towards the radio or upgrading his audio system and the other things he wants to do to his car. I don't want to lose the job, but I want to do the job right. I don't believe in making it work. I want it to make it work right. So that's going to be my question to the community. I'm going to put pictures and links to both the Nav TV and the Amazon. If you pause after I click on this check mark, I will include both of those links so you can have those links in the description. Amazon. Paste. Fuck. Fiber optic interface for Mercedes. Okay, copy. Here are the two links. One link is from the Nav TV and the other link is from Amazon that I want you to include with what you put up before. can you make it a little bit more organized in a way that I can copy and paste it to a Facebook post? By putting it in columns, even though it looks really nice, it's hard to copy and paste that. Post this Metra Tech support. I'm going to close out of that. Let's go back to this. And I need to go to groups. First Tech. Where's Metra? Let me update this customer because I didn't give him any updates yesterday. So I want to make sure he gets an update today. Let's see here. I'm hoping everybody, it says one current viewer. I hope that people can hear me right because it doesn't really, I know it's picking up ambient noise in the area, but alright, so this guy, his last 4903. Good morning, sir, period. Wanted to give you an update on changing out that radio in your Mercedes, period. I did find a solution. There is a company that makes an interface that converts your audio from an aftermarket head unit into the fiber optics, period. The interface allows us to basically put in a radio without having to rewire anything or delete anything or remove anything out of the car. Period. It makes the installation much simpler and much more cost effective, period. I'm just waiting on confirmation from a couple techs on the exact unit to use. Once I get confirmation from them and I put everything together, I will update you, period. Thanks. Using talk to text is so much easier for me. Okay. So we've got that. $650 for fiber optic interface. That's expensive. No air movement today. Can you create a 255 character bio for SoundShift Audio? Question mark. Definitely want to focus on the only focal authorized focal specialist in Connecticut, the only Hamilton authorized dealer in Connecticut. As best as you can, but only 255 characters. I like the cover. That. think I've shared everything. We need music in the background a little bit. A little bit of music. Ain't hurt nobody. See if that works out. Music. Where's the... something. Ah. message out to my customer for Mercedes. Posted on Facebook a question about the Mercedes, which part I'm going to use. Download a new thing. One current viewer. Oh, cool, it's almost done updating. Coffee's ready. Alright, got morning coffee because even though I don't open till 10, for some reason I'm always here like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Even though I'm driving from about 45 minutes away. Alright, so my 3D printer is updating. Let's see. Let's see how much slack I got on this thing. Still working here. Oh well, it just went to 99%. I think it's rebooting. Come on. Okay, cool. Update successfully. Alright, cool. Latest firmware. Alright, oh, that's good. I need to make more Lexus keychains. So this is what I've got so far. Here we've got, oh, the Nissan's upside down. I just noticed that. Oh, that's my wiring loom. Okay, I guess it's connected. But then I get this. Host name, or it can browse. some reason I lost connection with me. I'll take you with me. Figure out what's going on with my 3D printer here. I am connected. I'm about to turn off and reconnect. Connected, refreshing, audio guest, password. Nope. Connect. Network connected. So that means we're connected over here. Why aren't we? This is really weird how I can't find my printer. Device, please set up your printer connection to the new device. Yeah. Let's see here. For some reason, my 3D printer is not connecting to this. I don't want to connect to Octoprint. Create printer. Cancel. No, I don't want to do that. Printer settings. Oh. I hate when things change and there's nothing that I did to change it. Always been connected to my printer. Printer selection. Okay, cool. No. It's really weird that my printer is yeah, there's some kind of error. guess. All right. People coming out to listen to the music. Should start working on wrapping that bike. It was hot. Well, I want to make sure I got all my customer stuff taken care of, which I do. I'm just waiting on answers. It's the only thing I'm waiting on right now. I really hope that for that Mercedes that I can use the $120 part rather than a $650 part, and they look exactly the same. Probably one's a Chinese knockoff, but two companies, same product. I'll need to get some answers from some tech support on that, because I don't want to lose the job because the interface is ridiculously expensive for RCA to fiber optic module for a Mercedes, 650 bucks. But you look on some companies on Amazon and people are saying that these are working, they've worked long term. That's my thing, is I don't want it to work for 5 minutes and then as soon as the customer leaves, he's got issues. And the problem with ordering from Amazon is, even if you're getting something from Amazon that's like a really good product, it's gonna work, it's validated and all that. If there is ever an issue with the product, the only thing Amazon cares about is whether or not it's been 30 days since you bought it. That's it. Where if I went with, let's say I went with the other product that's $650 from a reputable company, I've got tech support, warranty. I think this part now has like a 1-year warranty instead of like a 30-day. And I have constant tech support for people to talk to. $650. Because I always fear that I'm going to go to him with the correct product, a $650 product. And it's going to be way too much. My customer's going to look at me like I've got 6 heads. Because even I'm looking at myself like I got 6 heads. Because $650 for just a little tiny interface. And then he's going to go somewhere else. And let's say, worst case scenario, he comes across... Well, he's already come across another shop and they told him they had to rewire everything, and they quoted him, I know what they did, they quoted him for they're going to bypass the amplifier. I'm not trying to bypass the amplifier. I just don't want him to go somewhere else and then they say, oh, we can get this $30 part off of Amazon, looks like the same thing, and then 3 months down the road, he's got issues, and it's only a 30-day warranty on Amazon products. He's gonna go back to the shop, and the shop is gonna be like, I don't know what to tell you, it's out of warranty. And that's just one, makes the shop look bad, because now the customer is upset that he only got he spent X amount of dollars and it only lasted for 3 months. Kind of like what I'm going through is I'm on my 3rd alternator on my car. Went to fire up my car this morning and it's not charging. The charging system's not running. Let's do I'm gonna gotta come down and do some speakers. He's got some speakers from his house that he found, the Alpine Type S. The price we pay for local product tech support, brand name recognition, customer has to recognize quality and trust in your shop's best decision. Completely agree, and that's why I'm making sure that I've updated the customer on, hey, I did find something. It doesn't need to be extreme as the other shop told you about. I I just don't know. I don't want to give him prices because of the extreme price. I rather go with Unavi, not Unavi, Nav TV, and use their product. I've used Nav TV products before, many times, and they've always been great. And going with Amazon, it's like, it's hit or miss. Because if you get the stuff from Amazon, the thing works great for 3 years. Now I feel like an idiot. And I look like an idiot because the customer got away with a $100 part and saved $550. But when it fails and you're like, I told you so, well, I don't want it to fail in the customer. But this is where this is the point of selling and informing the customer that yes, quality, it costs to have quality. And I rather personally not make as much money shop wise and have a happy customer. I'd rather make no money, but have a customer that doesn't return because something's wrong. All about the risk factor of quality versus price. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. So I've got a lot of customers, they come to me with Amazon radios. And unfortunately, I would say about 90% of the time, the reason why the customer comes to me with an Amazon radio and thinks that's it, that's what the prices are, that's what they're supposed to be, is we're so used to going to Amazon for everything. And everybody and their grandmother is trying to make a radio cheaper than the other while still doing like Android style tablets, the CarPlay. It's how cheap can we get CarPlay and Android Auto into a car? The problem with that is that cars nowadays have so much built into the radio. Now in my experience, now to give you a little example of what my experience is, I have been in this industry now for only 5 years. My company that I'm running right now, I have been in business now for 1.5 years. I took over a company that I used to work for, that company was around for 25 years. So in my experience, my 5 years of experience, which is really not much, most of the people that I deal with, they have a lot more. It is better to pay that extra to have a quality sound product. 30 years here. Yeah, see, everybody. Even my old boss, that he still comes here. He still comes here, hangs out, and yeah, he's got 25 years of experience. The tech that left here that I learned from, he had like 30 years of experience. And that was the reason why the shop here closed. The shop's name here was AudioWorks. I still got AudioWorks name and stuff. I still got AudioWorks above the building because it's just such a well-known shop, and they did so well, and it was so loved by so many customers. So I'm like, well, one, it's expensive to change it, and two, it's a staple. So trying to continue that legacy, but yeah, it's a learning experience. 5 years for me is not very much, so I've learned a heck of a lot, though. I would say my favorite parts of this job is the wiring. I love doing clean wiring and stuff like that. And speaking of going back to like the risk factor of quality versus price, it's when you get the stuff in your hand you can really see. Like you get an Amazon product piece, and actually, I've got a perfect example. I'll be right back. something, I mean, it's you can see the difference with this, but it's more like to feel the difference. Like I like to explain to customers, like this sound deadening here. This is a little square of Dynamat that I've got. And I always tell my customers, Dynamat, a lot of people have heard of the product. It's a sound company. It's been around for a while. If someone asks you what kind of sound deadening you're using and you say, oh, I use Dynamat, most of the time people are going to be like, okay, yeah, Dynamat, heard the name before, can't go wrong with that. It's like someone saying, I got Bose in my house or Bose in my car. You know, it's a familiar name. Another good example is comparing $40 ceramic coating product to a $200 product. Oh yeah, I have on my car, I try to teach myself two-step paint correction, and I used some really good ceramic stuff, and it was I think I spent like $150 on a bottle that was like only this big. It was this little black glass bottle. It was great. But on this Dynamat, this is this typical Dynamat, you know, kind of thin, but you know, it's sticky and all that stuff. But the sound deadening that I like to use and what I carry here is this stuff. And you could tell it's so much thicker. There's like 3 or 4 layers to it versus Dynamat. It's like the difference between, you know, I forget the prices, but just for numbers' sake, $10 a square foot, $20 a square foot, something like that. But once you feel it, you know, we're always. I think that's the fight with car audio or any type of small businesses. Is you're always fighting the quick and easy way of doing things. A lot of times everything's quick and easy. You know, we stream music, you know, it's quick, easy. Get onto YouTube, Tidal, Spotify. I don't need to load a CD. I don't need to load a tape deck. I don't need to do all that stuff. Yeah, loading a CD gives you much better quality than streaming, but most people nowadays are forgetting about quality and they're just going for that instant gratification. And when they're like, they look at their bank accounts and they go, oh, look, this guy, he's saying I could put a radio in and that radio costs $600. Well, what kind of radio is it? Oh, it's a Sony radio, wireless CarPlay. It's got all this, 3-year warranty. Oh, yeah, well, cool. My bank account says this amount. Oh, go on Amazon. Oh, $75 for that. What does it have? CarPlay, Android Auto. Oh, that's all I care about. That's what they want. And you've got to... And it's our job to inform them of like, yeah, it'll work for now. We know the difference, but gotta learn the best methods to prove to your customers why they need to buy XYZ product. Never shop out of your own wallet, and your decisions of what to do get easier. Fair? Fair. Usually what I've been doing since I like getting into the social media, and before I did this, I was a drone photographer. So I got my old drone right here. So I did a lot of photography. So I've incorporated, if I can't explain to a customer that well the differences to a way that they can't explain, what I have been doing is just being that person that's, you know, always on top of communication, live installs. They get professional pictures of their installs of their cars free of charge. I even do these little every customer that comes through, depending on what they come on, you know, I make these little 3D print these keychains, you know, just as something. And that has been able to work with me when a customer feels more like they're coming to a place where they're treated like a human being than coming just to another store, that they're just looked at as another dollar sign. That has helped me a lot with getting across higher end products. The company I took over, we were a JL audio dealer, and I decided to change it around, and I have become strictly a Focal dealer. We've got a Focal Utopia demo car. I went high end. I went luxury. I went very high end speaker. So that has challenged me to get across to customers sound quality, which has been amazing. It's been really helpful. But yeah, that's always the challenge every day. Every day. There are customers who only go for the McD's for a burger and happy with that. You know? Some who go to high quality restaurant and those who go to both. Just need to know and test your market. Oh yeah. That's a very good way to put it. Not every customer is as crazy and as into audio as much as I am or anybody else that owns a shop. One of the guys at First Tech, he put it in a really good way, is that your customers, look at it as if your customers are in pain and there is something about their vehicle that is causing them discomfort. Customers do not care about features, they only care about what is bothering them. So if a customer comes to me and their complaint is they don't have a backup camera, they don't care about the radio that I'll put in as a wireless CarPlay, they don't care about the warranty, they don't care about anything like that. They only care about making sure that they know that you are solving their problem. Once that is settled and the customer is more at ease and they're more reassured that you are going to fix their problem, then they're a little bit more open onto exploring other things as well. That is the first and foremost, is to make sure the customer feels that you understand their issue and that you are working to solve their issue. Because if you go to a customer with something else, I feel that the customer might think that you're trying to like push sales onto him. It's like when you go to a dealer for an oil change. Next thing you know, you need a new tire rod. All 4 tires are all bald, or new brakes. And next thing you know, you've got a list, and the lady was like, "I'm only there because my headlight went out. I can't see at night." So that's what I've been trying to do. I've got a big big parking lot area, getting with possibly somebody about hosting cars and coffee at my shop. I've got the space for it. I've done the research on insurance. It's actually pretty cheap to do a like 50 car max cars and coffee event. Trying to figure out ways just to collaborate with people, because being a single man shop, it gets rough. So I like to collaborate with other shops, help other shops if I can, because that's how I learn. It's the only way I'm gonna learn. I gotta just keep testing myself. My motorcycle behind me, I try to do vinyl wrapping for the first time. Never done vinyl wrap before, and this part came out okay. I can see the lines underneath. That's because the paint underneath it is all cut up. My motorcycle was stolen from me, and these green pieces, they're actually not part of the original motorcycle. They put these on here, but I kind of like the green, and I don't want to change them out, and I'm really just using this as a learning experience. So yeah, this was trying to do, got good. The corners came out really good. The front looks like shit. The front looks like garbage. That didn't stick right because it didn't get cleaned off. But I rather experiment with my stuff, and then I just peel this off and do it again. Oh, so I'll try another panel. See how that works. I got a trying to rent out a bay space here because I am a one-man shop, and this is a three-bay garage. So my tent, I've got a tent guy. He utilizes the front bay, and then I have these two back bays here. Talked to a gentleman who's a mobile detailer. Had it on Marketplace trying to rent it out. He says he wants to be here. He does vinyl wrapping, he does PPF, he does detailing. So maybe I'll learn some stuff from him. I know one thing. I've got nothing going on today. So I need to, I'm caught up with all my quotes. I really haven't had anything all week. The 2 Hamilton installs from customers from out of state. All right, cool. I think my printer is working. I need to print out more Lexus. I gotta make some more Lexus keychains. There we go, that's working. No one's kind of responded back to nobody at Metra. Learning Tintin gave a 60% boost in my work. You sound like you have the abilities and on the right path. Enjoy the rest of your day. Heck yeah, thanks, man. I would do tinting as well, but I've got a guy that's tinting and I don't want to step on his toes. He's his own company and he's been here working out of here for like 10 years. But yeah, tint makes a lot of money. You know, and you enjoy the rest of your day as well. I really appreciate you coming around and hanging out. And good luck to you, man. Right, so that guy's coming in at 1. Should really just take this time to clean the shop. And then I'll go back to doing some more vinyl wrapping on the motorcycle. Maybe the second panel won't turn out as terrible as the first. Tapes. way to use ChatGPT. Okay, so I need to send a message to my customer regarding his 2005 Mercedes SL 500. So I have found everything that I need to replace the radio in his vehicle. There is an interface, a MOST interface. It's M.O.S.T. It's what Mercedes uses for their fiber optics. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up to the customer, but I'm going to inform the customer of their decision. So the interface, we can get it from one of two places. We can get it from a place called Nav TV. They are a very reputable company that makes very solid products, very good quality products, good warranty, good tech support. They have been a solid company. The cost for that part is around $650 for that interface. There is a second company that makes the same module, but the price is only roughly around $250 to $200. The problem with the second unit is the second unit would come from Amazon. With Amazon, we get no tech support, we get no warranty, but a 30-day return warranty. The product could work flawlessly. The product could not work at all and leave us forced to purchase a $650 unit when we've already purchased the radio, the antenna adapters, the dash kit. So I would prefer that we use a Unavi piece based on the fact that I feel more at ease and more comfortable with using a part from a company that I know that I can stand behind. Amazon is good, don't get me wrong. However, they are known for their Chinese knockoffs and they don't offer the same valued support as Nav TV would. So I would definitely like to get your opinion on this, on which way you would like to move forward, what you feel most comfortable with, and then we can go from there. I think that's the best way to do it. I think that's a good way to go. To leave it to the customer on which part he wants to use. Because one part is very expensive, but it comes from a very good company. The other part is an Amazon unbranded third party, but it is half the price. I prefer the Nav TV because it's from a reputable company and I get tech support. Amazon, yeah, he'll save money, but I don't get any tech support, and I don't like that. But I think I've got it spelled out here for him pretty well. Option 1, Nav TV, reputable company with a long track record of high quality products, includes full warranty and tech support, and I've used them in the past with consistent solid results. The option 2 is Amazon, It's a significantly lower cost. You're going from a $650 part to roughly around a $200 part. But it only comes with Amazon's standard 30-day return policy, no tech support, and quality we all know can vary. I don't like stuff leaving out of my shop that's subpar. However, I believe this here sums it up like what I'd like to do. So let's I am going to send this gentleman a message. I'd rather give my customer the entire picture. Let's see if this drops. I'm sending a message to an alternator company. Maybe they can do something for me. My name is Stefan from Soundshift Audio, and the reason for me contacting you guys is that I went through another company to get a high output alternator for our demo car here at the shop, and it has currently gone through 3 of their alternators. The last one has gone out and it just passed its warranty period. So wanted to see what you guys would offer, if anything, as far as dealership discount or something along those lines. And if you have anything you could offer for a 2017 Subaru STI. Why is you said my name is Steve Barham? No, my name is Stefan from Soundshift Audio. Put in there that, you know, it is a demo car, it is a business car, and we can't have it down for long periods of time, and I've kind of just gotten fed up and frustrated with the other company, and looking for someone that's willing to take its place and be a more solid company that is willing to, one, have their face on our demo car, which is a show car for the shop, for our car audio shop. So if they want to, I also will do advertising for this alternator company if they want, you know, whatever they want. Soundshift Audio. No. Sorry, I have no patience today for spam callers. All they want is take your money. I ain't got no fucking money. So I'm sitting here beating my head against the wall trying to figure out freaking alternator in the car. Freaking crapped out this morning. We'd love to be a part of your venture, but unfortunately we do not offer any Subaru applications, mainly due to us using completely different modern day Denso internals that require a Denso alternator case. They simply do not have those available, and if you bore out hone the OEM alternator, you severely weaken the case structure. Got you. Understood. Do you have someone you could recommend? Is the OEM power and if you wish to pursue an honor, oh, I know the guy. $1,800, $2,600. It's not an SPL. It's so OEM battery. OEM. Amps. Max of 200, but Ah. Oh, okay. I show you options around 100. Cool. The other issue is your crank pulley diameter. It's only 5 or so inches. That makes okay. And that out the crank pulley be difficult to make for OEM. They needed for they do I have some customers in your same situation, and they stated they were able to find smaller pulley for the N11613. N11613. It's a Subaru part. Hey Chris, Stefan from Soundshift. How you doing? Pretty good. Are you guys able to get alternators? What? For mine, 2017 Subaru STI. Believe the part number is Nancy 11613. The 2.5 version. No, it's the STI, the 2.5 liter. Well, I wouldn't be able to give you a cord because I have an aftermarket alternator on there that shit the bed on me this morning. All right, well, I know I have no money because I haven't had work in 2 weeks, so at least I know a price. I appreciate it, sir. Thanks. Oh, question. Really quick question. Are you guys by any chance looking for parts delivery drivers? I've got a friend of mine that's trying to find a different job. He's done nothing but like delivery stuff. Yep. Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'll let him know. All right, thanks, Chris. Now let's see what Subaru would charge me. Dan Perkins Subaru. Hey Bill, Stefan from Soundshift. How you doing, sir? Pretty good. I need a price on a part. I got the part number here. Let me know when you're ready. Nancy 11613. It should be an alternator for a Subaru STI. Let me pull up that. I can get you that information right now. I just gotta pull up that. I don't have my car with me. Where is my? 1 second, sir. Sorry. There's my car. No, where's the VIN? You need the last 8 or you want the full thing? Last 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's Hector 9808123. Yep. Yep, the 2.5 STI. Two 203-633-981. Oh, that's fine. Sound Shift Audio, 260 Old Gate Lane, Milford. Okay. All right. Let me put some things together and I'll get back to you guys. All right. Thanks. convertible to. Adding an extra hour, it's a convertible. A backup camera. Update for Mercedes-Benz customer. Sound shift audio. Okay, so update for that Mercedes customer. So going with the Nav TV interface. Nav TV interface is $650. We'll go with a Sony AX4000, which is my go-to Sony radio, wireless CarPlay, anti-glare screen. Good to have because it's convertible. Got the dash kit. I've got an antenna adapter, and then I have the backup camera, which is a Rydeen backup camera with infrared lighting so that nighttime can be seen clearly. Usually I would quote something like this around 4 hours, but I am adding an extra hour because it is a convertible. But yeah. For that extra hour of labor, I've allocated an extra hour due to the unique challenges of working on the Mercedes. Mercedes themselves, they take a while to work on because a lot of things have to come apart, and just the way they're built, it's very intricate. With that all said and done, at 5 hours of labor, you're looking at an estimated cost of roughly around $2,128 plus tax. If you decide to go, no, never mind, just go with that. Yeah, well, same location. I used to work for AudioWorks and ended up taking over the business. It's under a different name now, but same place. Okay. Yeah, I've got a gentleman that works out of here. Got you. Uh-huh. Got it. Do you care anything with CarPlay or Android Auto? Got you. I'm looking up your vehicle now and see if it gives me any do I need any more information? Let's see, 1990 Chevy Suburban. Yep. Yep. Nice. Yeah, let me see if I can, I'm just clicking around to see if I need any information. Now the type of Suburban, is it like a K10, K20, R1500? Do you know? It's an R1500, okay, write that down, R1500. Let's see here, R1500. Oh, the V1500? C1500. Okay, got it. All right. Write that down. C1500. Submodel. Okay, submodel. We've got a 454 SS, the Scottsdale, a Silverado, a WT, a Cheyenne. Do you know? Okay. Extended cab or standard cab? Yeah, why would it? why it's asking me that. That doesn't make any sense. All right, yeah, this might be something I might, huh? Well, let me, did you call the AudioWorks number? Yeah, that's the AudioWorks number. So let me give you my business number, and that way you can send me pictures and texts. Like what it looks like, the factory radio, what's there, so I can see what's there and compare it to what I'm seeing as far as kits. All right, it is 203-633-9819. I might be able to get you. I may be able to get you somewhere around 450. Usually a single new radio is somewhere around 250 plus 2 hours, probably about an hour and a half of labor. So that's about 175 plus the 250. And then whatever your dash kit parts are, I'm assuming that those are going to be pretty cheap for that vehicle. Usually maybe around 30 bucks, 30, 40 bucks for parts. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I won't know for sure until I start putting stuff down on paper. Okay. I've not ever done that before. I know they make kits for certain cars. As long as I could find a reputable company that sells something that's solid and not like some kind of Chinesium knockoff, yeah, I can do something like that. Yeah, they're just parts and labor. Okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Sounds good, sir. My name is Stefan. Not a problem, sir. You have yourself a good one. That's weird.